Oil change on the old Taurus. Why change the oil on a 31-year-old car? Because it's 31 years old and I don't want to replace it. So, it's cheap maintenance. Well, oil change is so easy. Now I'm putting it all back together. Everybody's got their own way. This is my way. I don't know what came over the engineers that designed where this oil filter sits, but it gets all over everything when you change the oil. Starter, everything is just a mess. So, do what I can to keep it as clean as I can, but inevitably lose some oil. But it all goes back together. We were thinking forward. Now it's all over the starter and everything. And I'll have no brake clean to spray it off with because we're temporarily homeless. Whatever. New filters on. 3/4 of the way done. Filters on, plugs on. All right, ready to fill it back up now. So, why change oil on a car this old? It's like, well, why not? I mean, this car's got 76,000 miles, 31 years old, soon to be 32. But why not? I mean, it runs great. It has an oil leak, and the plan is to drive this about another year, and when we get our other house, this is why I said this was temporary, I'm going to end up parking it, and me and Johnny boy, we're going to start working on it. Windows need fixed, motors burn out. It has an oil leak. We're going to have to figure that out. I changed the valve cover gaskets when I first brought it home. It's leaking again, probably from something else, I don't know. But yeah, so a little bit longer, and then it's going to get somewhat of a rebuild, whatever you want to call it. But oil, for anyone that don't know, oil is the simplest, easiest maintenance you can do to your vehicle. I go 3,000 on this because it's older, and I go 5,000 on the van. The Trans Am, I change it every spring because I only put maybe 500 miles on it a year. So, but oil is the easiest, cheapest maintenance you can do to your vehicle. That's it. If you're not changing your oil, you're just asking for car payments. It's another reason why I keep this thing. No car payments. So, quick story why I do my own oil. This was 2000. It was after my Trans Am, my first one. Going down to see my grandma, funny enough, the one that had this car. And didn't have time to change my oil, so I just zipped into Walmart real quick. First mistake. And did a quick oil change there. And boom, I'm on my way. And that car had an oil pressure gauge. That thing was just pegged the whole time, and I'm like, alright, I think the gauge is messed up or something. So, got down there, was just talking to my grandma. She's like, well, why don't you go take it over to, I don't know, he's kin, as they say, kin. Somehow he's related. So, they put it up on a lift. He's like, well, first thing, let's just drain the oil. Let's just drain the oil and start over. It filled up a bucket, like a 5-gallon bucket. And I'm like, he's like, they never drained it. They just filled on top. So, not sure how much oil that car took, but let's just say it had 9 to 10 quarts of oil in it, twice as what it should. How I didn't blow a seal or the engine, I don't know. So from that point on, I'm like, I ain't never, ever doing any oil changes or anything on a vehicle if I can do it. Why? Because I know it's done. I have a process. Pull it in, pop a plug while the plug's draining, pop a filter, and that's it. I don't do anything until everything's drained. Once everything is drained, then I put those two back on, and I know the bottom part is done. So then I can start adding again. Once I get everything added, go ahead and close it up. Then I start it. Check the level. Add as needed. It's that simple. Alright. Now we're inside, we're going to start it up. Listen for any clangs, bangs, knocks. Nothing. Sounds good. So shut it off, start it again. Just make sure everything gets cycled through the engine good. Sounds good. Usually this time I'll jump underneath and just double check everything, that nothing's dripping or rolling, which I know there's not. But I'll check again before I close the hood, and we'll check the level as well. But oil is the simplest thing you can do, people. So easy. You do it yourself. Basic hand tools. If you can't do it, ask a friend, ask your neighbor, and throw them a case of soda. A basic oil change at Walmart's like 40 bucks. You can do it yourself for like 20 bucks. Unless you're getting like Mobil 1 or the super expensive synthetics. Then you're looking probably 30 bucks alone just in oil and a filter. But still then, a super high quality synthetic oil changes, you're looking 50 to 70 bucks. So oil is the simplest thing you can do. All right. Check the level. Probably good. Right on the money. That's it. Oil change is done. Took me 20 minutes. I'm sitting here talking and yakking. I could probably have it done in 10 tops. So, yeah. Almost forgot. Get rid of the old oil. Easiest thing to do, put it back in the jug. In there. Finishing this up. drop it off at O'Reilly's. That's what I do. Man, it's bright. Or I drop it off at work so they can take all the oil. But yeah, that's it.